Boy, oh boy. I feel like crap. Part of me thought maybe it's because it's a rainy Tuesday. Another part of me thought maybe it's because I just came back from a rompous weekend in Toronto. We won't get into that one. Another part of me speculated it might have been the Thai chicken that the Steelers were serving for lunch today. But I prefer to just settle on it that I watched the Ryback segment a couple times back from last night. And that's just what it makes me feel like. Folks, it is wrestling reality. One-on-one with God, with Justin LeBar, with me right now. 412-320-7925, sportstalk@tribweb.com. Tweet me at Justin LeBar. We are days away from WWE Payback, the debut of this pay-per-view being in June. Certainly sounds like the far cry from the classic and great King of the Ring. And it's headlined by Ryback versus John Cena. 3 stages of hell. Yes, that is what it's going to be for the viewer. 3 stages of hell. A lumberjack match. Boy, nothing strikes fear, does it? Then you have 30 guys that are supposed to be called lumberjacks surrounding the ring. And if you leave the ring, they throw you back in the ring. That's hell number 1. Hell number 2, a tables match. A little bit better, but not really. And number 3, the ambulance match, which I think subconsciously Ryback's supposed to have the advantage of because, he has been making his entrance in an ambulance and making his entrance sound like Scott Steiner's with the siren. Folks, let me be blunt with you. Ryback sucks. Ryan Reeves, who plays him, nice guy. Really nice guy. But Ryan, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Ryback. I'm talking to the guy who you play Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday, and any time in between that when you're doing PR. That guy sucks. You can turn the volume down. I promise I won't scream anymore. Come on, man. I lied. He sucks. I was talking to somebody earlier today, key person backstage for WWE, who doesn't have the creative authority, but definitely knows and can accurately portray and relay to me what's going on in the creative quote-unquote intelligence of WWE staff. And they tell me that the staff is on empty. They are on E. The gas light is blinking, dinging, and screaming right now because they are on E with Cena Ryback. Not because we've seen Cena Ryback too many times. We've had feuds that have had many more repeat matches. Quite frankly, the fact that they've gotten to a 3 stages of hell match this fast kind of shows you they're ready to give finale and get the hell out. Ryback has a look, okay? And you don't get the WWE unless you have a look. So that's an easy check here. He's flatter than a pancake. It's painful. I mean, it's one, oftentimes I talk about when they make the gay innuendos or when they do the really cheesy things on WWE or in pro wrestling, those are those moments I say you really don't want your girlfriend or you don't want your friends who you've been trying to convince for 30 years that wrestling's cool. That's when you don't want them to walk in the room. Well, when Ryback's cutting a promo, that's also when you don't want to walk in the room because you cannot help but sit there and go, God, he sounds like a bad guy from a terrible video game. And they're trying to sell this as this big money match that you need to spend $60. Come on, man. $60 for. No. I'm going to tell you what. This pay-per-view is not going to be the worst pay-per-view. It's not going to be the best pay-per-view. But it damn sure is not going to be any bit successful because of Ryback John Cena. Unless you want to count getting Ryback out of the title picture. And I have a feeling that this is going to be an end of a critical chapter. I'm not saying Ryback's going to go away for a while. I'm not saying they're even going to repackage him, but I think they're definitely going to try to have a whole new direction with Ryback. I think they know this is it. He is not ready to be against John Cena. He was probably the best option at the time just based upon name values that they had lost right after WrestleMania, but he is not fit to go any longer against John Cena. This needs to be it for Ryback. If this pay-per-view is successful, it's going to be because of CM Punk, who is going to return. And if you try to tell me he's not going to return, I'm going to yell at you on this phone or email or Twitter today. It's going to be because of CM Punk's return. It's going to be because Jericho's always a great performer. It's going to be because the Shield are awesome performers, and we'll talk about them, and it's going to be because the Wyatt family could be coming. On a side note, I just mentioned the Shield before we get out of here on the first commercial break. Weirdest dream in the world last night. I don't know why. I have a hard time remembering dreams as is. I was dreaming. It was one of those random things where just things pop in your head. You have no context. I dreamed that the leader of the Shield was Amanda Bynes. Now, I've been saying for months the Shield should not have a fourth member or leader. Come on, man. 412-320-7925. sportstalk@tribweb.com. Tweet me at Justin LeBar. When we come back, I'll give you details on how you can win 2 pairs of tickets. I'm giving away 2 pairs of tickets to IWC Wrestling Super Indy this Saturday. I'll be there, so you know you want to be.